Good morning, Jack. Yes, good morning to you too. I don't know how the floor in this place is keeping you aloft. I really don't. Right!
The dangers don't frighten me.
No, they don't. It is time to go out and adventure. But what exactly does that mean? Well, from what I am somewhat aware of, this game is slightly, if not narratively, open world a bit. So we obviously have our quest that we need to do. However, how we do it and in what order of operations we do it is kind of up to us. So let's figure out what we're planning on doing, shall we? If we go out here and we follow and go out the side, here we go. We've got the way to go. Trading post, I don't need any of this stuff. We are going to leave. So, we have a group manager. We obviously are going to get more companions, but anytime we go out on an adventure, we organize who is coming with us. Obviously, we obviously have to go. Everyone else is optional. In fact, probably we could just go out ourselves, but that wouldn't be a good idea now, would it? So, we're going to grab the people we can. We're going to set off on our adventure. And we're going to try and figure out what we're doing next. Because we've got some things that we may or may not need to do. May or may not need to do. It's more along the lines of, we have points of interest that we should look at, but we don't have to. This is where we came from. We do know that there was a road here that went down. We don't know where that leads. We can't go up, so I guess we keep going down. Ooh, we've already got a branch off the path here. Now, I will say, we have to be careful. Like I stated earlier, this game can be very mean, and one of the mean things that this game does is throw encounters at you that you have no chance of beating. We may run into those, hopefully not, but we may run into those. We will see. But for now, a jittery old man in squalid clothes shuffles up to you, his gray hair unkempt. He continuously clenches and unclenches his wrinkled, freckled hands. When he stops and looks up at you, his eyes widen, and he tugs on his beard. Strange weather. Invisible fog, creeping out of the woods, soars behind the sky, obscures the sun and moon. Strange. The old man shakes his head, his eyes shifting about, seemingly at random. I don't like this old man. It looks like he, like the kind who can cast an evil eye. Fog looks visible from here. Invisible fog, does that mean you can find your way through it? I don't have time to listen to old fools. I should probably go. What are you doing here? The old man raises a thick eyebrow curiously. I do nothing. Breathe, walk, observe. Invisible fog, does that mean you can find your way through it? The fog is wrong. It hinders your legs, not your sight. I wish not to try. Well, okay, fine. Who are you? The man freezes for a moment. Remus, but that won't help with the fog. Okay. I should probably go. The old man stares at you intently. You hasten. You should. Your rival wastes no time. He races, but in another direction. He searches for power. He'll find it. Oh, okay. My rival. Do you mean Bertucci? Neutral answer. I just do what I have to. I don't care about my rival. Well, I do care about my rival. You mean Bertuccio? The old man tugs his beard again. He's not tall, but he wants to climb high. Besides him are those who could stand against him and might yet still. Can you tell me where he is now? Yeah, tell me where he is. He's in an old tomb south of the trading post. I gain experience and an area revealed. You actually said something that made sense. I'm just gonna say thank you. Yeah, do you know what power he's searching for? Someone else's, old but forever young. That which was taken from another. That which gave joy and now gives death. So a necromancer. Okay. Alright. I gotta go. Farewell. Once stolen, the land should be reclaimed. Once reclaimed, bound with the claimer shall it be. Bound, merged, joined by unbreakable ties. Claiming the land, claiming its pain, claiming its death. Okay. Now then. Ooh, is everybody... Ooh, no, that's not the right organization there. You go here, and then you go here, and then you go here. I don't like the fact that that reset itself. I don't indeed. But we have a clue. A clue on the way to go. Where is that? That is Ancient Tomb over there. Well, then let's go the opposite direction. It's still quite early in the day. Can we... okay, where is it? Inventory, character, spellbook, journal, camp. We can set up camp anytime. I'm gonna turn here. And down. Ooh. Blackberry Meadow. Resources isn't in your land, cannot be claimed. Oh, there's a whole resource management part of this. Alright, we're gonna set up camp. We're gonna manage. That's about everything I thought would be, so let's begin the rest. Time ticks over. Oh. Food didn't really go. You know, that's the second time you fucked up the food. But we should be okay. Also, the time didn't pass by on that, which is interesting. Yes, I will enter. Let's find out what this place is. Any tab stuff? Alright, be careful, everybody. Perception checks abound. I'm gonna take all that shit.
I'll share my path.
Hello. Oh, here we go. A gnome in gaudy gaudy. That too. Gaudy purple garb seizes your attention, of course. The scoundrel Tortuccio, who you have know from your time in Ristov. The vile gnome is standing on a small hill, depressing his discontentment in every way he can muster.
Let me guess, you're still dawdling. Should I make some tea in the meantime? Bake a pie, perhaps? Plant a small garden and harvest some cherries? Perhaps you'd be more comfortable wearing fool's caps and colored trousers. Then at least I'd be able to sell tickets. Come one, come all! Feast your eyes upon the slowest and the most ridiculous buffoons in Golorian!
Well, he's just mean.
Sir Tartuccio, I may serve you, but I am no one's slave. We do what we can, but it is no simple feat to find an unknown object in a vast dungeon.
Hold your tongue, gnome. I can hardly tell your twaddle from the buzzing of a fly.
Quickly now. If we don't find that artifact soon, someone else might seize it. Someone who's standing over there watching you right now, you fools!
All right. He nods to his guards to draw their weapons. Don't you have some other pressing business to attend? Perhaps the quest to search for the Stag Lord?
I might ask you the very same. Aren't you supposed to be searching the local forest for some bandit boss in a horned hat?
Let's see. We can diplomacy check and ask Valerie. I would say you and your sword can find greater glory in the service to Tortucci. He summoned you to fight the Stag Lord's bandits, but now uses you for more questionable dealings. Or I can get just the elf lady. Isn't Tortuccio arrogance long past what you can suffer? I can find far better use for a companion such as you. I'll be real honest, I kind of want that one. Ding. The elf looks at you for a brief moment, then nods silently. She just takes the weapon and is like, alright, I can kill you.
I see my magnificent rival will stop at nothing, even at stealing the servants of her enemy. Let us see if your fools are even more useless than mine. Draw your swords and cover my retreat.
Alright, let's get ready to fight. Oh wow, there were more people in here than I thought. Hi, I wouldn't do that if I were you. She's a barbarian. Now, actually, the question is, do we want to rage? Or do we want to rage? Now we're going to slam. And miss! Now, he is short of stature and actually has a big shield. He might actually be harder to hit than she should be. Alright, next we have the Mastodon. Are you on my team? You're yellow, so you're not gonna be too bad. Wait, where'd Tortuccio go? Is that him right there? Ah, we can't target. That's a shame. And then her too? Yeah, okay, we can't target some of them. Alright. Jack, if you wouldn't be so able to... Okay, I was gonna say charge this lady over here, but you can't because you don't have the angle. Which is fine. I'm going to move you up to here. Cast Bless on everybody. Now, I don't have the right distance to move. I'll move behind you and cover... Ooh, who do I cover here? Who do I shoot at? I don't have the ability... I'm gonna have a minus to my attack for in-combat fighting. So you know what? I'll shoot this guy. Still had minus. Ooh, someone did enlarge person. I know that. I know that spell. Another miss. Level 2 fighting. Yay! Alright, you move right there. That should be your turn.
This can't be over.
Did she just get one shot? Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Son of a bitch! Luckily, your larger stature makes it easier for me to hit you, so... Alright. I'm gonna charge in with my dwarf. I can't go any further than that. Good hit. Alright. That's some good stuff. Moving in. Shoot the ranger. Big damage. You're also gonna enlarge person. That is a choice. That is a hell of a choice. Alright, keep shooting this one. Keep missing that one. She's out of that. Oh. Can you hit him? Can you? Oh, you know what? I should probably flank. That would help a lot. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have you move over here. Jack will go and do a little bit of flanking for the assist.
Repent!
Alright, hopefully you're tanking good enough. Do I want to shoot the big guy? You know what? Shooting the big guy missed completely. Yay! It's not until level 3 and up we actually get good hits reliably. Missed that at least. Thank fuck. Alright, can I? You know what? I'm gonna still
Serves you right.
keep shooting you. He does hit hard. I don't like that. Alright. Can I actually get an attack here? There we go. The flanking with a +2 to attack helps a lot. Alright. Let's go then with a beautiful charge. He has such a far reach when it comes to charging.
Your life
He has great movement potential. That was unfortunate. Go here. Who do I want to? You know what? He is the more of a threat, the mercenary there. But the ranged guy, I kind of want to get rid of. Because then we can at least focus on the tall dude. Ooh, yeah, just tank that. Good tanking. Yep, and you've got bonus movement. Ooh, that's actually a really big hit. Beautiful. Alright, hold on to the Mastodon. I can't do a heal. I can do channel positive energy. Ooh, and negative energy. Oh, that's good to know. Touch of Chaos. Fighting defensively. He can demoralize. You know what? He needs to heal. So that's going to be your move action.
What a waste!
Missed that. Ooh, good crit, though. Good crit. And now we have an Inquisitor on the team. Oh boy. Inquisitor of a very evil god. But we're not gonna worry about that right now. Alright, what do we got? I want to give you... Honestly, we'll bump the stuff that is already bumped. That seems to be okay. Then we add a spell. So we have Divine Favor and Inflict Light Wounds. And then Cure Light Wounds, Doom, Ear-Piercing Scream, Expeditious Retreat, Haze of Dreams, Protection from Alignment could be good. Because this is an Inquisitor, she gets to learn stuff rather than a priest. Or not a priest, what am I talking about? A cleric. All enemies within a 30-foot burst. Minute. Bane fills the enemies with fear and doubt. Each effect creature takes a minus penalty. Honestly, if you take the Bane and Harm takes the Bless, I'm okay with that. A little bit of back and forth. Cunning Initiative, excellent. Add Wisdom to my Initiative modifier. That is a beautiful, beautiful addition to the team. Beautiful! Yay! I do need to, while I'm here... How is it that Guidance, Virtue, Light... It's not... I know, because clerics can... Why do you have Destructive Smite locked on already? See, these are the little details that I'm not always happy with. I don't want to be using these things. Touch of Chaos, and then Channel Positive and Negative. Put those on the hotbar for now. Okay, everybody all set? We've got a group of new people. Oh, but that means we need to do a new little loadout here. Let's see. You. I think you and you. Keep you like so. I know there's going to be one more person that needs to join the party, but we'll work on that after. Let's grab what we can. Ooh, a longsword. And a heavy shield. Let's keep looking around. Let's keep stealing stuff. Fragment of a necklace. Array. Things that can be sold. The image carved in the stone has almost completely worn away over the ages. One can still distinguish a sickle, sword, and a skull with a single eye socket covered with a coin. Judging by the outline, this bas relief, I don't know what that word is, once depicted the sun and moon. Quiet, Jack. Now almost completely eroded. Closer inspection, one can discern the outline of a head with a single eye. It seemed from afar to be but cracks in the stone, but turns out to be a faded image of the sun. Glinting jackal's skull has recently been scratched on top of the image. Interesting stuff. Let's keep looting. Chocolate. Ooh, composite longbow. We're gonna take that. Alright, everyone. Into places. I don't see much of anything else anymore.
The world is full of wonder.
Let's go into our inventory. And go over to you, because I want to give you a new health potion. You now have some inventory management that we need to do. Protection from chaos is actually pretty good. I'm gonna put that onto you. And then divine favor. Magic missile. I think you... Okay. You say you're undead. Does positive energy heal you, or do you get hurt by it? I don't know. Okay, let's see. We have a longsword +1. Oh, so it's a masterwork longsword. Very nice. Is there anybody that can wield it? Probably. Let's give you... You have the composite longbow as well. Let's give you a composite longbow as well, because that's going to benefit from your strength modifier. You could use the longsword, but that's not going to be useful. Well, you could have the longsword. You have a masterwork light mace. This masterwork longsword actually would be better for you. So I'm just going to give you that. We don't need you. We don't need that. Yeah, I think we're good. Definitely going to need to sell some things. Alright. Moving on. Ooh. Is that a trap? That looks like a trap. Or, because I couldn't see it properly, a secret tunnel. Ooh. Let's see, we got ourselves Ancient Cyclops coin. Lovely. What do we got over here? Ooh. A trap. You can disarm that. Failed to disarm the trap, but not by a lot, so that's okay. You know what? We're gonna have you go around and just grab what's in here. Ooh, that's a good amount of gold. Let's get you out of there. Make sure you don't actually trigger the trap. There we go. Is that everything that I need? I mean, we got studded leathers. There's scale mail. You know what? I'm going to take the scale mail. I'm going to take one of those. Because I don't know if people will actually need to use that later. Okay. How sweet the first breath of fresh air after the stale, damp stiffness of that tomb. Before us stretched an unending heath. Heath? Replete with hills and gullies. The parched of patches. I'll be honest. The text is actually quite small. I have to lean in just a little bit. The patches of low shrubs. Already the trail of Tartuccio and his companions are gone cold. Let's see. Lore nature. We could probably do that. But we would not give up so easily. Whether the trail went cold or not, it was one we had to follow. Let's see, we failed the lore nature check. No matter how long we stared into the wavy sea of grass, we could not divine which way he went. How unfortunate. Well, that just means we have to do a little bit more looking around.